going to be my beginner's guide to newly naturals, and I was inspired to do this video because I'm going to say about 40 to 50% of the emails that I get from you guys are people that have just did their big chop or have just transitioned and they have no clue where to go from that point on. So I'm going to share my top 5 beginners to natural hair tips, and I really do hope that this video is extremely helpful along with informative. I'm also going to give a few product recommendations that I used when I first did my big chop. I did not transition in any way, form, or fashion, so I do commend the ones that are out there that actually have the willpower to transition, because that takes a lot of work. And I just jotted down a couple of my notes right here so that I would not forget any of the things that I wanted to tell you. So I know number 1 on that list is combating dry, and I definitely can relate to that. I understand that, but guess what? Here's something that is very helpful. Natural hair is actually naturally dry. So it doesn't matter if you're a beginner or if you've been in the game for years, your hair is going to experience some type of dryness. As you can see now, my hair is a little dry right now as we speak. So just keep in mind and know that no matter what, you are going to experience dryness. So to combat that dryness that is going to naturally be experienced, you need to have some type of consistent moisturizing routine. My favorite routine is the lock method, which I will leave the video link to that down below. And it is basically a liquid or a leave-in. I use a leave-in, and oil, which is going to seal or lock in that moisture, and then a cream that is going to style and maybe even in some cases provide a little bit more moisture to the hair. Now, no matter what you're using as a moisturizer, whatever your moisturizing choice is, make sure that you are sealing your hair with an oil. You can put as much moisture into your hair, but it's not going to do you any good if you don't use something to lock that moisture in. The majority of oils are not created to moisturize. There are a few, like coconut oil, that will moisturize and seal, but the majority of them are just sealing. So just putting oil on your hair is not going to do the trick. Trust me, I've tried it. Doesn't really work, okay? Also, you can use some type of daily leave-in that you can either spray or apply to your hair that is a light that will add some moisture to your hair. You might have to moisturize your hair twice a day. You might have to do it once a week, once a day. It really just depends on the state of your hair or how dry it is at that moment. You'll be able to tell whether it's dry or brittle and whether it needs some moisture. One of the best moisturizers that you can use is water. Yep, you can spray your hair with water, lock it in with an oil. That is a great moisturizer for your hair. Number 2 is to wash or clarify your hair. Me personally, I do not use shampoos. They don't work for me. I use the apple cider vinegar rinse, which I will also leave that video down below so that you guys can check that out. That is my clarifying routine. To wash my hair, I actually co-wash it, and I wash it with conditioner because my hair can get extremely dry, and co-washing it kind of prevents my hair from being as dry. And when I need to clarify, I use the apple cider vinegar, which does not strip my hair, but it will actually clean my scalp and remove the product buildup. So I'm going to say get some type of regular washing or clarifying routine. I would not recommend that you wash and clarify weekly unless you're doing a co-wash. I co-wash weekly and then I clarify every other week, or sometimes I'll only clarify every month. It really just depends on the state of my hair and what it needs. So as a beginner, I would recommend setting out some type of routine, trying out that routine for a period of time, maybe a month or 2, to really see if that routine works. If shampoo works for you, you have no issues with it, then by all means, use a shampoo. it just doesn't work for me because shampoo is way too harsh on my hair and it tangles and mats my hair, and I don't like it, so I use apple cider vinegar. Great alternative, guys, great. Number 3 is going to be your nighttime routine. This is extremely important. No matter what you do at night, steer clear of cotton. Always wrap your hair in some type of satin bonnet or a headscarf, or at least sleep on a satin pillowcase so that you are protecting your hair. Cotton, by all means, is going to soak up all of the moisture in your hair. Your hair is going to begin to tangle and knot and break, and you don't want to do that. My nighttime routine consists of me 2-strand twisting my hair into chunky twists every single night. If you don't have time for that, if you don't want to do that, if that's not something that you feel is feasible for you, then by all means don't do it. But you at least need to put on some type of satin bonnet or satin cap to protect your hair at night, or sleep on a satin pillowcase. Number 4 is going to be your styling butter. As far as styling butters go, you want to find a butter that matches your hair type. So my hair is very dense and it is coarse, so I'm going to go for a very dense and thick butter. If your hair is very light, it is thin, it is fine, then you want to go for a light and a thin butter. Because if your hair is thin or it's fine and you put a heavy butter on your hair, it's only going to weigh it down. But my hair, so basically your butter wants to coincide with the texture of your hair. Thick hair, go for a thicker butter. Thin hair, go for a thinner butter. It's going to work out best that way. Some of the butters that I recommend for my hair type that are budget friendly is, I'm going to say, Shea Moisture, their curl enhancing smoothie, and Shea Moisture also has this kids line with a butter that I'm not too sure what it's called because it's like Shea Moisture Kids. Both of those work really well on my hair type, and usually they get like they do the BOGO of Shea Moisture where you can get it at a cheaper price. As far as conditioners go, when I first did my big chop, I used Herbal Essences Hello Hydration and Totally Twisted on my hair as my co-washer, and I almost use those on a daily basis. I also now currently use the Trader Joe's, it's like Triple T Tingle conditioner that's like $3 a bottle. That stuff is awesome. Awesome. But if you don't have a Trader Joe's available, then definitely I would recommend the Herbal Essences Hello Hydration or Totally Twisted, and those are like $2 or $3 conditioners. Also, there is a conditioner by VO5, the strawberry conditioner that's like $1. That one works really good for natural hair too. So just keep those things in mind. I'm giving you products that you can get for under $5. My last tip is to be patient with your hair. It's going to take a lot of trial and error. Please don't think that you're going to get it overnight. You might, but for the majority of us, it does not work that way. My hair personally had to be set into a routine before it actually started to work with me. And now I get amazing results because I do the same thing. I'm not going to change up my routine unless my routine stops working. And so far my routine has been working for me, so I'm going to stick to it. Yeah, I got that stick-to-itiveness. So get a routine and be patient with that routine. Don't just try out the routine for a week and say, hey, it don't work. No, you're not giving your hair enough time. Try it for like a month. If it doesn't work, switch things up and try it again until you get set into that routine. It's not gonna happen overnight. My hair didn't start working right for me until about 6 months to a year being natural. So be patient with it, guys, and it will work out for you. So that is my guide for you newly naturals. I really hope that these tips are helpful for you, and check out the description bar for links to other videos that will help you in the videos that I mentioned in this video. As always, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!
is way from creation.